Okay, let's also tell you what Ramdas Athawale has to say. Remember, he is the RPI leader, part of the coalition of the BJP Shiv Sena before the elections, and his party also appears to want a BJP Shiv Sena alliance to form the next government. Listen in to Ramdas Athawale for a moment.
It seems there will be many twists and turns in Maharashtrian politics. We are joined by RPI's Ramdas Athawale. Sir, अभी के जो ट्रेंड्स हैं उनको देख के ऐसा नहीं लगता कि बीजेपी मैजिक फिगर 145 को क्रॉस कर पाएगी, साथियों की अलायंस पार्टनर्स की जरूरत पड़ेगी. आप इस वक्त ट्रेंड कैसा देखते हैं?
नहीं, मैं ट्रेंड यही देखता हूँ कि महाराष्ट्र के मतदारों ने जो मैंडेट दिया है, ये मैंडेट यही है कि बीजेपी और शिवसेना ने अलग होना ये बहुत बड़ी चूक थी. और बीजेपी और शिवसेना ने एक साथ रहकर अगर चुनाव लड़ते थे तो हम 225-230 तक सीटें हमको मिलती थी. तो मुझे लगता है कि भाई ट्रेंड ऐसा ही है कि अभी बीजेपी को क्लियर मेजॉरिटी तो नहीं मिल रही है. हम 100 बीजेपी और मित्र पार्टी 115-20 तक जा सकते हैं, लेकिन शिवसेना का सपोर्ट लेने के बगैर राज्य में सरकार स्थापित नहीं हो सकती है. और इसीलिए अभी बीजेपी और शिवसेना ने दोबारा एक साथ आने का विचार करना होगा और दोनों एक साथ आकर ही सरकार बन सकती है.
आपको लगता है अमित शाह ने एक बहुत बड़ा गैम्बल खेला जो नरेंद्र मोदी को ही सबसे आगे कर दिया, नरेंद्र मोदी की वेव है कह के थोड़ा ओवर एस्टिमेशन हो गया जिससे धक्का लग गया?
नहीं, नरेंद्र मोदी की हवा नहीं थी ऐसा भी नहीं है. नरेंद्र मोदी की हवा थी लोगों में.
अगर लोकसभा को कंपेयर करें तो फिर तो लगता ही नहीं है कि वो
लोकसभा में कंपेयर करें तो लोकसभा में नरेंद्र मोदी की हवा के साथ साथ या शिवसेना भी बीजेपी के साथ थी, आरपीआई भी बीजेपी के साथ थी. और इसीलिए दलित वोट कभी भी बीजेपी शिवसेना को नहीं मिलने वाला, वो बहुत अच्छी तरह इसको मिला. और इसीलिए मतलब लोकसभा में भारी सफलता मिली थी. अभी ये हुआ कि नरेंद्र मोदी की सभाएं बहुत बड़ी बड़ी हुई थी, मगर बीजेपी के वोटों को हराने का काम शिवसेना ने किया है, शिवसेना को हराने का काम बीजेपी ने कर दिया है. इसीलिए आंकड़े अपने को इसी तरह के नजर आ रहे हैं. तो मुझे लगता है कि नरेंद्र मोदी की हवा नहीं थी ऐसा नहीं है और बीजेपी सिंगल लार्जेस्ट पार्टी ग्रुप में आ रही है. यही एक बड़ी बात है कि भाई क्लियर मेजॉरिटी नहीं मिल गई है.
You know, I'm looking at the moment, Ashok Lahiri, not at vote change because we don't have the vote changes here, but the seat change if I look at. The Congress at the moment down 36 in Maharashtra. The NCP is about down 17 compared to last time. MNS taking a bit of a hit, down 10. Interestingly, parties like the MIM are actually getting now 3 seats, so they are level with the MNS in terms of the seat tally, 2 in Aurangabad and 1 in Mumbai. The BJP, on the other hand, is up 64 compared to last time, and the Shiv Sena 17. To that extent, would it be fair to say that there was this anger against the BJP, against the Congress NCP government? The BJP has captured the maximum amount of that anger. And to that extent, they have now emerged, at least in Maharashtra, legitimately as the #1 party. The Shiv Sena could have just as easily captured it, but it went to the BJP. Is that because of the Modi factor, you think? Was that the difference between the BJP and Shiv Sena in this election? BJP playing the national card, Shiv Sena playing the Marathi Manus card?
I think you're right. Partly it must be the Modi wave, but partly don't forget that Maharashtra is the birthplace of the RSS. Nagpur, after all, is in Maharashtra. And Maharashtra has got the Maharashtra politics is slightly different from the Hindi belt politics. And I'm not surprised when the Modi wave is sweeping across the country. It will be more pronounced in Maharashtra. And the numbers, again, I'm repeating myself.
Yes.
See, what they got last time was 46 by fighting 119.
Yeah.
So if you do a proportionate scaling up, that if they're putting up candidates in all the 288, how many will they get? And you get a number like 111, exactly 111.
Oh, so the BJP in that sense has got what it wanted in a way in Maharashtra. They would have liked more, ye dil mange more, which is a good point on which to take to Aman Sinha and Jai Narayan Vyas, both of the BJP, both one at the state level, one at the national level joining us. I want to come to you, Jai Narayan Vyas, because you know Amit Shah and Narendra Modi probably better than anyone else. You've been in their cabinets. Is this to be seen as a victory by Amit Shah and Narendra Modi and their style of politics? Or is it to be seen that maybe they could have been better off in tying up with the Shiv Sena and just sweeping Maharashtra? Would that not have been easier than now having to do a post-poll alliance and hard bargaining with Shiv Sena? Jainarayan Bhai.
Well, Rajdeep, it is definitely a victory for the Narendra Modi and Amit Shah combined in one sense, and also the team BJP at the ground level. It's a combined effort led by Narendra Bhai and also guided by Shri Amit Shah. So I think it's in general a team BJP that has won. But brand ambassador was Narendra Modi, that we should not forget about.
Okay, brand
And
ambassador.
strategist role was played by Amit Shah.
You know, I like that word, brand ambassador and strategist. So strategist is Amit Shah and brand ambassador is Narendra Modi. Aman Sinha, is that how this is going to be seen now at the BJP? That this firmly further establishes, if any doubt was ever there, that your top two leaders are now Amit Shah and Narendra Modi. These are your top two leaders, the others really don't matter. They will run your elections, they will decide whether it's Jharkhand next, Jammu and Kashmir. They will run this precision, brand ambassador and strategist sort of combined.
Well, Rajdeep, first of all, let me start off by saying that these are remarkable results for BJP. We have uprooted two Congress governments in Maharashtra and Haryana. People were fed up with misrule and corruption of Congress governments. And, you know, these are remarkable results also in the sense that these are our best results in Maharashtra as well as Haryana. From Haryana, we have moved from 4 to somewhere around 54. We might be ending up in Maharashtra. We are going to double our tally. We are going to double our vote share. And these are, so therefore, you know, in all respects, the formula or the strategy of Mr. Amit Shah and the leadership and the popularity of Mr. Narendra Modi, our most popular Prime Minister, is clearly reflecting in the results, and therefore it's a remarkable victory for not only for our leadership but all the BJP workers, especially workers of Maharashtra and Haryana. Now, as far as you know, state leadership is concerned, they also play a very active part, very active role. They were very active in their respective assembly constituencies. Rajdeep, Maharashtra is a big state, and number of leaders, you know, including Mr. Nitin Gadkari and several other leaders, they combined to put together a extremely, you know, effective and extremely effective and a sound campaign on ground, and the results are reflecting, Rajdeep.
Okay, the results are reflecting in that. I just want, Manini, you know, look at the strategies of the two parties in state elections. Sonia and Rahul Gandhi barely campaign. Narendra Modi campaigns more than 20 meetings in Maharashtra alone, dozen meetings in Haryana, as is being suggested by Jainarayan Vyas. He's the brand ambassador and Amit Shah is the strategist. Has the Congress lost that will to fight state
absolutely.
elections?
I mean, the Congress is a different story altogether. They're down their shutters, they're on vacation, we don't know when they're coming back.
Did they make a mistake?
Yeah, they made a mistake, but I feel...
Should you fight elections?
No, I feel it was theirs to lose. After 15 years, it's very rare for a party, and Congress, which was decimated just 4 months ago. I mean, at the end of the day, they got 44 MPs, now they have 44 MLAs. So in Maharashtra, actually, they've done pretty well. But if you compare
but
it to
I would turn it
I want to turn it around.
By your logic, the BJP, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh were there in past 10 years and got re-elected.
No, they got... BJP is a party on the upswing. The point is that the BJP is wonderful at spinning, and we in the media tend to amplify that rather than, you know, suddenly the BJP, this has become a win-win. This is a great victory for the BJP. Do we compare this to 2009 when India was a different India, or do we compare it from May 16th, post-May 16th? On May 16th, it was a cataclysmic victory that the BJP got, including in Maharashtra, including in Haryana.
Right.
And that led the BJP and Mr. Amit Shah, the great strategist, to conclude that not only has he succeeded in decimating the Congress, it's now time to discard your allies, diminish any potential dissenters within your party, and have the total imprint of Modi, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah.
Congress Mukt Bharat.
Congress Mukt Bharat, and even discard your Shiv Sena, an ally of 25 years, your first ideological ally back in 89. If we go by that token, it's not comparing BJP with Congress, because that's a no contest. It is comparing BJP with BJP. It is comparing BJP with what they set out to achieve and what they've achieved.
Okay.
What they had achieved in May and by that token, I think today is a bit of a disappointment. And that doesn't mean that, you know, all your Twitterati will say we are anti-BJP, and go objectively. Till yesterday...
No, forget the Twitterati. The Twitterati are not the barometer of Indian public opinion.
Till yesterday, everyone expected the Congress to, the BJP to sweep Maharashtra. It was because of that expectation that they broke off with the Shiv Sena.
Malini, but if you want to go back, if you want to go back only to ideology, don't just stop at 1989. 1980 BJP was formed, but before that, the ideological difference between the Jansangh and Congress was from 1951.
No, I'm talking about Shiv
don't,
Sena and
you know,
BJP.
these elections.
We are talking about
If you are
BJP and
telling
Shiv
me that
Sena.
elections in India are all about only ideology, I mean, that's a very different spin.
That the BJP was
elections have come down
Mr.
to...
Chari, my point was not about getting into an ideological debate about Nehru versus Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, or Savarkar versus Mahatma Gandhi. The point is, we are talking about the BJP was so confident, and with a very good reason, the kind of performance they did in May this year. For the first time in 30 years, and that whole manufactured or real or organic or whatever, the Modi wave, which became a tsunami. After that, the BJP was so confident of finishing off the Congress, especially in states like Haryana and Madhya Pradesh, in Maharashtra, where the Congress was anyway facing anti-incumbency, they decided to discard
and we were confident, and our confidence has come true.
So you're saying they discarded the act, but at the end of the day, as of now, that campaign seems to have succeeded. Jo jeeta wo Sikandar. In an election, who would have thought even 1 year ago that the BJP would pick up 50 seats in Haryana?
We're talking about 1 month ago.
The BJP discarded Kuldeep Bishnoi in Haryana, and they have proved that they are stronger than the region. No, I'm just putting it from their perspective.
No, of course.
Look at it from their perspective. The allies have lost out. They have won.
But I'm saying that...
I'm just asking one question.
Yes.
Do you think BJP will form a government in Maharashtra?
Yes.
Answer is yes. If they had joined with Shiv Sena pre-poll, would they have formed a government?
Yes.
They would have. Now, they're forming a government in any case,
yes,
after establishing that they're the senior partner.
Okay, so you believe this was about the BJP establishing its seniority. Mani, you wanted to make a point when I rudely interrupted you.
I wanted to make the point that Malini, in her own words, has said exactly what I attempted to say 1 or 2 rounds ago and didn't receive. You told me that I was clutching a straw. That is that in the last election of May 2014, the BJP won 90% of the seats there. This time, it's winning about 35% of the seats. So if you compare BJP May 2014 with BJP October 2014 in the state of Maharashtra, there has been a considerable diminution in the level.
Others will compare it as BJP Sena versus BJP. Versus
if you put the ideological partnership together.
I think we have to look.
On the other hand, it is precisely this kind of mistake that the BJP is beginning to make. That because they won as BJP Shiv Sena, they thought they could go as BJP. When a party is on a winning streak, it tends to attract allies. In the case of the BJP, as it goes into this winning streak, which is also an arrogant streak, those who are with it are withering away.
Okay, let me put that to Jainarayan Vyas, Aman Sinha. Who wants to take that? The BJP will now increasingly follow, if I may call it, the Maharashtra model. Fight an election without your ally, let's say in a Jharkhand tomorrow, or maybe even a Bihar in November of 2015, and then whatever has to be done will be done after the election. First, establish yourself as the premier party of the state. Will that be, Aman Sinha, the basis of the BJP? Jainarayan Vyas, first you, Aman Sinha, then Jainarayan Vyas. Quick comments. Is the BJP going to try and establish itself as the premier party even when it comes to its allies?
Rajdeep, first of all, let me enlighten Mr. Iyer by telling him that our vote share has increased even, if you compare it with Lok Sabha elections of 2014, our vote share in Maharashtra has increased. Even in Haryana, it has increased. I do not know what, theory Mr. Iyer is propounding, but he will get no, buyers for his theory.
No, in Maharashtra it will increase because you're contesting more seats. Secondly, so that's not a fair assumption. But I want to know, will you go along with allies? Will you go along with allies? Will you go along with the Ram Vilas Paswan in Bihar? Will you go along with the Akalis in Punjab? Or will you discard them before the election and then look at post-poll options?
Rajdeep, every party has got right to, strengthen its organizational and political activities. That is what we are also doing. And as far as our attitude with respect to allies is concerned, please consider that we have majority on our own in central government, and even despite having numbers on our own, we have requested our allies, our partners to come and be a part of the ministry. They are ministers also, and our esteemed colleagues in the government. So actions, the real test lies in the actions.
Sir, they are
and
your
in
esteemed
actions,
colleague.
it is clearly
Your esteemed colleague,
that
but
we
you
are
didn't fight an
extremely
election with them.
magnanimous and
Aman, let me interrupt you there. They are your esteemed colleagues, I know, in Delhi, but you didn't fight the election with them. Jai Narayan Vyas, I know you come from a single party state like Gujarat, so you don't have to worry about allies. But is the approach of the BJP Ekla Chalo Re after Maharashtra, or has Maharashtra been a setback to that strategy? To the extent that you haven't got 145 seats?
See, Rajdeep, I think perhaps we are so over-focused on BJP that we are not, I think we are sidestepping a very important phenomena that is also emerging.
Yes.
You look at Congress. Congress so far was tom-tomming from the rooftop that we are a national party and BJP has presence only in few states.
Yes.
Now what is happening to Congress? Congress is now reduced to only two major states, Kerala and Karnataka, and some 2 or 3 minor states. So in fact, these elections are proving that very fast Congress is getting marginalized, and the party which was once upon a time claiming to be a national party is very fast receding into a small regional presence party which will be having its presence in different states in a different pocket.
Okay, so Jai Narayan Vyas,
this is one important thing that
you're
is
saying
emerging.
the Congress as a result of what's happening today is becoming a regional party. Clearly the BJP believes that its time has come. But remember, times do come and do change also in Indian politics. Who knows, 2015 could be another year. On the other hand, maybe Jai Narayan Vyas is right, and the BJP with Amit Shah and Narendra Modi at the helm are simply on an unstoppable roll. We'll see what happens in the next round. One of the questions, of course, that you would want to know, how will the next government be formed in Maharashtra? Haryana, done deal, BJP forming the next government. Maharashtra, and let me tell you on our magic wall how the numbers will be formed. The BJP, as we are saying, has 117. The Shiv Sena has 59. So add the 176 out of 288, you have the Bhagwa, which will fly over the Mantralaya in Mumbai. But if the Shiv Sena proves hard to get, who does the BJP turn to? Sharad Pawar's NCP? Easy government again, 117 plus 42, Eureka, 159 can form a government. Any other options? One other hope was that maybe the BJP could take MNS and others, but that seems unlikely. Remember, these others who are proving very sticky, they refuse to go even towards the BJP at the moment, include 3 of the MIM. So that is ruled out. Raj Thackeray is out of the picture. The way I see it at the moment, it is clear that this will be the next government in Maharashtra. BJP and Shiv Sena, the nature of the government, will it be 2.5 years chief ministership of BJP, 2.5 years Shiv Sena? Will the Shiv Sena get more union ministers as a result? These are all open questions, questions which will have to be settled by the parliamentary board of the BJP. Let me just get one final point from you, Aman Sinha, who is still with us. Aman, is it, in a sense, the BJP having to go to Uddhav Thackeray's door a sign that the BJP acknowledges that Uddhav Thackeray is your natural ally?
Well, Rajdeep, even despite some bitterness from Shiv Sena after the alliance was broken, there was no bitterness from BJP's end, especially from Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi's side. And we have valued them as our, former colleagues, and we have respect for Mr. Balasaheb Thackeray also. But however, let the results come out.
Do you have respect for Uddhav Thackeray? Forget about Balasaheb. Do you have respect for Uddhav Thackeray or not?
Sorry?
Do you have respect for Uddhav Thackeray or not? Balasaheb?
We have respect for all leaders who think in best interests of Maharashtra.
Okay.
And I'm sure Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is also one of them. So that is not the question. The point is that let the results come out, Rajdeep, and our parliamentary board and the legislature party will take a structured view, and there will be no delay from our end. We'll come out with a structured view very soon. As of now, there is no proposal from any of the allies. If any proposal comes, we'll consider it at that time.
I can see that the BJP, under the rule of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, much more cautious A year ago, 2 years ago, BJP leaders would have been much more forthright in expressing their view. Now they are worried. What will Amit Bhai and Narendra Bhai have to say in case they say something which goes against the party line? Who knows? Times are changing.